Hi you guys, I'm back with another reaction video. Hope that all of you are doing good today. So a lot of you have requested me to check out Michael Vick, and I could watch a highlight video of him, but when I saw there was a documentary out, I just have to watch this one first just to get to know him more, stuff like that. I already heard a lot about him, a lot of good, a lot of bad things, but I want to see it for myself. And so we're gonna start with checking out a documentary about him, so I'm super excited. But yeah, I'm not gonna ramble or anything, and let's check this video out. And I had to. Alright, let's go.
Because of his unique talent at the quarterback position, and I believe it is the most unique in the league.
Few players in NFL history have made jaw-dropping plays look as easy as Michael Vick.
He's an electrifying football player. He takes your breath away every time he drops back to throw the football because you don't know where he's going to be.
His career, Vick
The speed!
has averaged more yards per rush than per pass attempt.
Gone.
Dual scare for a neighborhood in Newport News. Not one, but two meth investigations on the same street.
I think it was the summer of like 1991, 92. I heard a gunshot every night.
Business and civic leaders here say the unemployment rate may be as high as 40 to 50%. Police patrolling the area deal with street crime of all
brutal
sorts.
murders, drug deals, and home invasion.
Police activity invades the Aqueduct apartments.
My dad was heavy into drugs and heavy into the streets.
Even though Michael was focused on football, it was hard to avoid being tempted by the consistent call of the streets.
How did you stay away from all that?
I set a goal when I was young, and my goal was to make it to the NFL.
Welcome to Warwick High School, the launching pad that propelled Michael Vick to national notoriety as the quarterback for the Virginia Tech Hokies.
There's this guy, he's like throwing his ball everywhere, and he's just playing so good. We just ran around the court, and I was like, who is it, who is it?
Touchdown for Ferguson, Michael Vick.
I was like, oh, that's just my brother. I know him, he does this all the time.
Let's go back to high school.
Michael Vick was a human
It was
highlight
up here
reel.
though from the
Used to
beginning.
run and jump in little league like he do it in the pros.
Yeah, he
And
doing that for
that
fun.
used to
See, I
scare
see
me.
the
Got a
movement.
weak heart.
I see
And I
it.
can't have them jumping up in the air trying to jump over 15 to 20 people.
There was a time in high school, me and my coach went back and watched the tape, and he looked at me and said, you'll play in the National Football League one day.
You know, Michael Vick, man, he was that dude when he was at Virginia Tech. He was a dude we always looked up to.
Michael Vick broke onto the national scene as a quarterback at Virginia Tech. His style, athleticism, and success made him unique in college, and now just as historic in the pros.
That was, man, almost like Superman on the football field.
Running with the football, has a seam at the 5, goes airborne.
Able to leap tall buildings.
Damn!
Single bound.
Wait, what? I got goosebumps. What?
Touchdown Tech, a sensational flip by Vick.
Wait,
the Michael
what?
Vick experience?
This guy is an entertainer. He's gonna go through by any means. Wow, I'm tearing up because I get like
You
excited.
hurtling over gas, flipping in the air, that's the experience.
Touchdown! He does it all, folks.
That was not a one-time
He
thing.
changed high school and college football.
Yes.
Breaking 80-yard runs.
Here's Vick taking the snap, scrambling, running with the football.
He's gonna
Crosses
go.
the 50, turning on the Jets. Look at that speed! He's racing all the way to the end
Hey!
zone. Touchdown Tech! They couldn't catch him. Michael Vick sprints for his second
Throwing
touchdown.
those 70, 80-yard bombs as well.
I've never seen anything like that.
It just started and I'm just,
Look at the wiggle. Michael Vick.
Michael Vick,
hey.
kind of a splash of elegance and some real athleticism there.
43 years I've been in college coaching. I've never seen a freshman football player
Wow.
better than Michael Vick.
He was a freshman here. I be forgetting. So young and
He changed our program.
He created.
changed the university. The whole country was talking about Michael Vick the next day.
he's like tricking you.
Knowles were offside, and Vick makes the most of it.
Unpredictable.
He breaks free. Got an angle, but pushed out of bounds.
He's gone. Oh.
Virginia Tech, I had never seen him on TV, never seen him in a bowl game.
Sheesh.
I was saying to myself, this is an opportunity for me to leave a legacy.
#1 overall draft pick in 2001. How much do you feel like you've grown, just personally, spiritually, from that day you walked across the stage?
With the first selection in the 2001 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Michael Vick, quarterback, Virginia Tech.
He's a man who signed a $130 million contract before he threw a pass in the NFL.
You breaking into the league, setting the NFL on fire.
Coming to the league, taking a franchise over.
3 wide receivers set on 3rd and 3. Chandler is hit.
I mean, he seemed to be one of a kind from the start.
Chandler is hurt, which is probably the more important thing.
My coach, Dan Reeves, he wanted me to run.
He did.
He told me, I drafted you to be the quarterback that we seen at Virginia Tech.
And yes, Michael Vick debuts with a huddle coming from his own end zone.
Coach told me, listen, use your abilities, do the things that I've seen you do.
The most anticipated debut, perhaps since the
goosebumps in my
days
legs.
of Joe Namath.
Dolphins. The only thing that brought Mike Vick down was Bobby Christian.
Everybody in the locker room, everyone just told me to be myself.
Right.
Don't change your game, don't change your identity, and I stuck to that, and it really paved the way for a lot of these young guys.
But look at that laser pass. I mean, that ball is on a rope.
Complete, Brian Finneran.
And from
Oh, what
that,
a
I got
throw.
the big head. Like I felt
It was
like
low,
there was nothing
too.
I couldn't do
Right.
as a quarterback, as a player. So
Vick in trouble, escapes.
Boom, perfect timing.
You see that? Did you see the speed? Wow.
Hell, that's what we got him for. Good shot, Sean Johnson.
That was good left hand.
Run the ball. Hey, scramble, quarterback.
I know he was the #1 pick of the draft, but how many times have the #1 pick of the draft not turned out to be everything they've been built to be? He has it
You're
all.
either gonna
the
bluff
ceiling
some
was
in
extremely
situations
high,
like that, or you're
and I
gonna.
felt like I really needed to take advantage of
This
that.
guy looks like he came home. He's rich.
He gets away from people in a small area better than anybody I've ever seen. He has just unbelievable control of his body to make people miss who have, straight shots at him. It maybe come through completely.
See the little fake shot? Hey! See the little hesitation?
Right city, right time.
It's beautiful.
It was spectacular.
That's
When you
skills right
roll,
there.
the defense responds to it.
The most important thing for me to improve on, and it was obvious to everybody, was, my
It's a
accuracy.
good teammate.
But at a young age, with the running ability, I just always felt like I didn't have to develop, the passing skill set early.
This is what Michael Vick is capable of doing.
Now understanding that if I'd have took time to do it back then, who knows where, my career would have gone.
Kid is certainly something special.
Nice.
There's certain athletes that
I
have,
wanna bobblehead.
I'll call it, they
I wanna
defy your
bobblehead so
eye.
bad.
Like you see them do things, you're like, rerun that. I want to see that again.
Now, he has unbelievable quickness to combine that with the speed that he has.
This guy just throwing his whole body. He's like, I'm gonna stop him one way or another.
When he came in, it was a big deal to have a black quarterback, and the way he played, he played what some people might say a black style, the way
He might have
played.
blown the ceiling off
Yeah.
what the previous preconceived idea was for success for
Big
black
deal back then.
There's no one like Michael Vick. No one like Michael Vick.
He's playing the fastest, scariest guys in the world.
The thing is, he's making it look easy. That's what
And
he do.
he makes them.
So many times I've seen him where somebody has just a complete open shot and they don't touch it.
You were such a star, Michael, that when I saw you, I thought, Michael's not real big. And you ran, Mike, and you took shots.
Hits.
Vick looks to be shaken up. Yeah.
Can you get Jimmy Rouse to teach you how to slide or something? Do something like that? You know what?
That's the thing. They definitely cannot stop him out there. He's gonna outplay you. but they can try to hurt him.
You're damn competitive. I know you, man. You know, you want to take that 3-yard run and go 50 with it, and you're going to run over 5 guys.
Learning to run out of bounds instead of staying in bounds and taking those hits.
And it was just one of those weird things that happens when you have that ability to kind of run around that messes you up.
But you got to be careful, man. Those guys, they don't like you out there.
We played Minnesota in Minnesota.
In Minneapolis for today's meeting between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons.
I think of that 2002 season with Michael Vick, which was really his breakout year, and they're going up against the Vikings. Michael Vick owns that man.
Off the play fake, Vick takes off.
Unbelievable.
First down. And
One of the things that tried to get through to Mike was,
you are here for a reason.
when you don't see anybody open, they're not covering you.
And look at the speed and the running ability of Michael Vick. It makes everybody else look like they've got molasses in their shoes.
Tails is the call. Touchdown run, and he finishes with 173 yards rushing.
Mike runs into the tunnel, and we just run in the tunnel with him. The game's over.
Is there any doubt as to who will be the most valuable player in the NFL this season?
Michael Vick gets my vote.
Atlanta Falcons quarterback Michael Vick surrendered a water bottle to security at Miami International Airport Thursday that smelled like marijuana. Vick was stopped by security, cut left, broke a tackle, and was finally brought down after gaining 22 yards.
Known for traveling with a large entourage of friends from Virginia, going on wild spending sprees, not focusing on football.
Tremendous athlete, tremendous talent, very, very gifted guy who relies on his natural ability.
I was lazy, you know, last guy in the building, first guy out. I know that. You got the world in the palm of your hands, you got money. You got women. Probably with a different woman beside me every other night.
Did you feel untouchable?
Yeah, in a sense, I felt like I was untouchable.
The Falcons come in as the number 6 seed. They started the season 1-3.
And imagine that they have a lot, because like you've seen this before with amazing players, and their lives are looking like that. Imagine if they would have had things more together. Like what?
And they were unbeaten
How good
over
they
an
would have been
8-game
then.
stretch
But
with
they
7
already,
wins and a
when they're
tie.
living like this.
I remember you were the first quarterback to go up to Green Bay and win a playoff game.
Right, yeah.
Well, there's a runner and a passer, and he's in one body for Atlanta. His name is Michael Vick. Which component of his will be most important tonight? 3rd down and 4 now from the 10-yard line. Great protection for Vick. Swings it over the middle. It's caught for a touchdown by Sean Jefferson. Told us yesterday he loved the 49ers, loved Steve Young when he was growing up.
Right, and if there was a quarterback
Just
that
have that in
you wanted to
consideration.
play,
I was gonna say, see, he just throwing you off of him. Get off.
What they call the old escapability. For the 28-yard line, turns a loss
All the way?
into a big game. This is the double ultimate weapon here.
Yeah, I mean, he could
Yeah,
do
that's
all
a-
the things that
that's a
Randall
dull
could do,
run.
but run a heck of a lot faster. I mean, that's the thing. If you said, who's the
I see
fastest
why.
player in the whole
see
league,
why.
not fastest quarterback, fastest player in the whole league, it's Mike Vick.
You know, only in my first year to be 22 years old to come out and get a win against a tough Green Bay team. You know, I really have to take my hats off to the guys around me and give glory to God because, you know, that was the key to the whole thing.
I just left there thinking, I mean, this could be the dawn of one of the great quarterbacks we will ever see.
When you were at the height of, you went to Green Bay, you won a playoff game, you were a rock
That's
star
Atlanta
in America.
right there.
You know, almost being like a superhero, you know, in the town that needed a superhero.
You know, music, movies, rappers, entertainment.
Right.
The Dome was like a club.
Welcome to the Michael Vick Experience.
Over the course of his career, Michael Vick has had his face plastered on magazine covers and video games.
That's not in the playbook, but he should be. Being on the Madden cover was surreal. Me being able to score on the video game at any time from anywhere.
He decided to pull it down and run with it.
He was the Bo Jackson.
Closing in, looking downfield, scrambling.
Let's see.
Keeps it. A lot of room to work with.
My body moved and contorted. It was unreal, just phenomenal. It was a blessing from God to have that type of talent.
No quarterback has ever
180.
rushed for 1,000 yards in a
He's
season.
gone.
You're getting close. What does that represent to you?
It represents a lot. It represents what I can do for the game. My main goal is to come out and get a win tonight. If I get the rushing yards and I rush for 1,000 yards this season, then it happen. If it doesn't, the most important thing is winning.
The feet are unbelievable. I mean, that Barry Sanders just willed his feet to Michael Vick.
And it was no one like Barry Sanders. He was gold. Now we seeing
13. Wow.
Regardless of how well you defend him, you can still kill him.
Yeah, listen, these defenders, they're good. I already.
Under pressure.
This guy is just on another level. Look at him. You need two men.
And in 2006 became the first quarterback ever to rush for 1,000 yards in a single season.
What's she gonna do?
Vick pulls up, throws.
Oh, wait!
Falcons faced 4th and goal from the 12-yard line.
Who gets to be the guy to make a play?
They cannot get a first down. It's touchdown or nothing.
Coming back.
Vick under pressure.
Ooh, he said I need to do it myself. So I have to do it my damn self. Ooh, the duck. That was it. Yeah, that's a Seinfeld moment right there. But they were in the hockey. If you know,
That's what makes Michael Vick so incredibly special.
Michael Vick's magic trick sent the game into overtime.
Took it to overtime.
We live in a society where there are a whole lot of people that love animals. There are a lot of people who are dog lovers, love dogs more